This year has been it's been a bit of up and down. Trying to get the Olympic time has been a bit of a challenge this season. Finally, when the team was selected, knowing that I've made the 400 individual team and the 400 relay was just a dream come true and a massive blessing. It's been 6 years of a lot of hard work and sacrifice from my end, and not only from me but from my team. You know, my coach has put in a lot of time and effort, and the various trainers that I have, my family and friends. Not making the qualification criteria of the South African Olympic Confederation was pretty tough because their criteria was very, very strict. Being the fastest athlete in South Africa and them sending a relay, I was kind of hoping and sure that I'd be on the relay team, but the 400 individual was something I'd always wanted to be on and was aiming to achieve since before 2008. So really I was kind of in lingo really wondering, you know, are they going to take athletes that have qualified to the IOC standard but not at the SASCOC requirements? We were going to find out at midday, and at about 11 o'clock I couldn't take it anymore, and I said to my coach, come, let's go to the gym, go blow off some steam and put on some music and just get out of this environment. I can't wait any longer. And at about 12:15 his wife came in, and she was quite emotional and a bit in hysterics. She just came out and, you know, congratulated me, and even then I was like, okay, you can't just say congratulations, you have to tell me, you know, are you congratulating me now because the team's official and I've made the 4x4 relay, or because I've made my goal of the last 6 years? And she told me no, I'd been included on the individual 400 meter as well, and it was just overwhelming. It was I think it took a couple of days for it to settle in, and it's really, I don't think it'll fully settle in until I'm on the starting blocks in a couple of weeks. Now that SASCOC has backed me and chosen me and, you know, shown that they believe in me, that has added a little bit of pressure, but I believe the pressure that I've put on myself has always been far more than any external pressure. I always want to achieve the most. I've always pushed myself to be the best athlete that I can be, and regardless of you know what external pressure there is, I'll always give my best on the day, and that I honestly believe. So I hope that in London, when I get that opportunity, you know, that I just have a clear mind and I enjoy the race more than anything. And if I enjoy it and I run a relaxed race, I'll run quick. My targets for the Olympic Games would be to make the semi-final. I did that in Diego last year at the IAAF World Championships. But in the semi-final there, I didn't post a time that I was very happy with, and I finished last in the semi-final. I think a realistic goal and a tough goal would be for me to finish in a better position in the semi. And obviously, being an Olympic year, the guys are in better form, and if I can make the semi-final and run close to my personal best, I'll be very happy with that. The South African relay team is a little bit different to what we had last year. Some of the guys have been struggling a bit with injuries, so we will go in with a fair set of challenges, but I know that they've got a lot of heart, and the relay guys are kind of a breed to their own in South Africa. We, on paper, are not the favourites, but we've always managed to run great as a team, and that makes me very proud to be part of that team. You know, when we line up, we all get together, we enthusiastic, we all know that we don't want to be the weakest link when it comes to the times, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to run with the guys, and I have no doubt that it'll be the same in London. I hope that, you know, my presence in the Olympics will definitely draw the attention of the Paralympics, and I started my first Paralympics in 2004, and the difference I saw between 2004 and 2008 was unbelievable. And if I look at already how much attention the London Games, Paralympic Games has gotten, and we, you know, 2 months, month and a half out, it's amazing. I think this is going to be a Paralympic Games that's going to be unparalleled to anything we've ever seen before. I've always been proud to be part of that Paralympic movement, and when I line up there in London for the Paralympic Games in the various disciplines, I'll try and defend my titles. The level of professionalism has definitely stepped up in the Paralympic amputee sprinting community, and they're guys that specialise in the 100 metres, and so being an athlete that has focused on the 400 in the last 5 or 6 years, I've dropped 11 kilograms since 2008, so I've lost a lot of power to be more efficient for the 400. So my work is definitely cut out for me on the 100. But you know, it's still a title. I've still got the world record there, and it'll be a blessing for me to run against some of the world's best. And as they say in the final, and on a good day, it's anybody's fair game. So I'll still go there with my A game, and hopefully my experience pays off. I think if I look at what I've achieved, I've been in running internationally since I was 17, and if I look at this year, I'd love to obtain the goals that I've set out for myself, which are going to be a great challenge. But I think 2016 in Rio will be where I'll be at my pinnacle as a sprinter. Most sprinters peak between 27 and 29, and I'll be 29 in Rio. So hopefully I can work towards that, and I'm as keen and as excited as I've ever been. I think every year, as I learn more, I get more drawn in by wanting to achieve better and be a stronger and more competitive athlete. And maybe after that I'll start looking at throwing in the towel, but I want to end on a high, and I don't want to be in a position where I'm not challenging the sport. We can shake on producing better results in Rio, and hopefully there's some pinnacles in my career in London as well.